Hey everybody, welcome to HamRadio.World. We're live in Lake Charles, Louisiana, where now Category 4 Hurricane Laura is about 75 miles south of the coast, about 100 miles, I guess, south of us here. And starting to feel some of the effects. The winds come up a little bit. This will be a relatively short live stream, just to let you guys see what's going on right now and kind of see what things look like. Try to get out of the wind here. If you want to see where I am, you can click on the link in the description for APRS. Yeah, Justin, is kind of eerie. I don't know if you guys can see the clouds up here, kind of whipping by. So it's still pretty calm. The winds are constant out of the east, about 10 or 15 miles per hour. We have gusts up about 20, 25 miles per hour. Every now and then we have a little bit of rain and some squalliness come through. Mr. Slose, if you go to the description, there is a link right at the beginning of the description that will show you exactly where I am. And what's cool on that map in real time, you can even see what it looks like. You see what it looks like now with Street View. And when we're out tomorrow, hopefully we have internet and see what it looks like after all this blows through. You can see. Somebody asked how far from the eye. Right now, I believe the eye is expected to come right over us. We are hunkering down in the building behind me. Sounding. Was prepared for a Cat 4 or a Cat 5. I wasn't expecting it. None of the models picked up on it, but always ready for the worst. And I'm relatively confident that where we are hunkering down is going to be safe. We're way up in the air, but we're on the north side of the building. And although there is tempered glass everywhere, even though there's tempered glass all around us, we do have interior spaces we can get to if things go crazy. If they do go crazy, well, they will go crazy tonight. And if we can live stream, I will be live streaming in a few hours after things really start to pick up and you start to be able to hear the howling and whatnot from inside. I just decided to come outside right now to see what it was like. The telephone poles across the street are kind of rocking and rolling, so they'll probably fall down sometime during the night. Now's the time to ask questions if you want. I'm not driving and it's not blowing like crazy. I can probably answer your questions. So Robin, I don't know if it was you who said you went through Katrina in Miami. I was in Katrina in New Orleans. It was a wild ride. And the really wild part was the days after. Tracy, I am somewhat nuts, but it's what I do for a living. And I'll be here. My main reason really for being here is afterwards to if an airlift is needed to help find where the needs are and whatnot. so I've been working on that a lot today. So I haven't done a lot of live streaming, been doing a lot of networking with people and finding out where airports and things are. I've heard they're expected maybe 15 to 20 feet here. So where I'm standing may be under, a dozen feet of water or so. That'll be interesting to see in the morning. My vehicle is parked 53 feet above sea level in the center of a parking garage with 2 stories above it. There's a couple of vehicles out here in the parking lot that probably shouldn't be here. Who knows? Maybe we won't get water here. I don't know. I have not ridden out a hurricane in this part of the world. Katrina was a different animal than this one. Each storm is different. You guys, I want to give a shout out to Mike's weather page on Facebook. If you're not already following his page or a supporter, go over there and support him. He's an amateur meteorologist who loves storms and does a really good job of breaking things down and helping people understand what's going on in layman's terms. I listen to his stuff and read his stuff a lot, along with the official stuff as well. But it's cool to see what other people are thinking. So that's Mike's weather page. Dude, we'll probably start feeling the really bad stuff here around 5, 6 in the morning. Yeah, we're up 16 floors up. I have the first hurricane I covered was a Category 5 hurricane, so I got my Category 5 badge on the first one. I covered Andrew during '92. I've been in over 200 landfalling tropical systems around the world since then. Let's see. Okay, well, the eye right now is about 90 to 100 miles south of us, I think. I haven't looked. Like I was not in Mexico Beach. I chose not to go down there for that because there weren't many options to get out of there. Can you guys hear me okay with the wind whipping? I'm trying to talk as loudly as I can, but the wind is whipping out kind of loudly here. All right, thank you very much. So anyway, not a lot of interesting stuff to see right now. This is just what's going on. I'm not into hype or any of that. I just want to show you guys what's going on. The space where we are up on the 16th floor does have internet. I think it's a gigabit internet, so we should be able to live stream as long as we have it. Scariest hurricane situation I was in, man, I don't know. Really haven't been that many scary situations. Dude, I believe we are where the eye is going to come over. We don't know. Katrina was a monster. Yes, it was. Wish you guys could. Oh, you know what? I've got a flashlight I could shine on this tree so you can see it. Look at that. Yeah, 75 miles offshore, Chris. We are about 20 miles or so inland, I believe. Let me get to where I can. Yeah, things are shaky. Sorry. The last I saw, no, there's no flags around. There's flagpoles. Last I saw, it was like 150 miles per hour with some gusts that were higher. No flags anywhere, just trees. And thankfully, it's not raining right now. Yeah, dude, I'm here for work. I can't leave, and I know what I'm doing. I've been in over 200 landfall tropical systems since 1995. We're going to be safe, or 1992 rather. We're going to be safe here. People who are not hunkered down somewhere are going to be, yeah, I'm with a colleague who works somewhere else. All right, the winds here probably sustained at 10 to 15 and gusts maybe 20, 25. Scroll up here, see what else we got. Staying up with Finland. We're already having the worst storm you guys have here. Yeah, it's not the worst we're gonna have here. It's gonna be nuts. And one of the really cool things, I hope we can continue to live stream through the night, and the wind's starting to pick up here. I'm standing on the leeward side of the building here. One of the things that will happen is we will get wind howling through the elevator shafts, and it gets really, really ominous sounding. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to live stream while that's going. Even if you can't see anything, you'll be able to hear it. That'll be kind of cool. The storm surge, yeah, we're expecting it. My truck's parked 53 feet above sea level, and we're in the 16th floor of a very hardened building. So we're going to be okay. No, I do not work for the Weather Channel anymore. I used to freelance for them. I haven't freelanced for them since 2009. At one time, I was the first cameraman to go out on storms like this. I was with the first crew. Like when, if you go and look at the description, I'm in Lake Charles, Louisiana. But if you go and look at the description, there is a link that will give you my position in real time. It updates every about 30 or 40 seconds. And you'll be able to see that. If there's still internet tomorrow, and I can drive around and see the damage, what will be really cool, you guys need to check out that APRS link that shows where I am, because you can see street level views, and you can compare what you're seeing on camera to what it used to be. And on my Facebook page, which is James G. Lea, JAMESG.LEA, everything is set to public. I've got some before pictures from upstairs on the 22nd floor, kind of showing all around the building and downtown. Yeah, the hurricane hunters, I understand, did catch a 208 mile per hour gust. That was above the ground level. You know, we got winds now that are blowing sustained 20 miles an hour. Can you guys hear that wind in the tree? The really good storms always come ashore at nighttime. I wish it'd come, well, came in the daytime. And that was pretty cool to watch. Chris, I've been doing this since 1992, and I've managed to almost get hurt a few times. And thank you, Althea. Thank you very much. Oh, you want to see what I look like? Hold on a second. Let me get over here to the light. Stand by. Picked this up in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Take a look at the description of the video. There is a link that shows exactly where I am. You know, don't believe everything that CBN says, or CNN says. There I am. And I'm standing outside the building. And I'll turn around. You can see out there. I don't like being on camera very much. That's why I became a cameraman. Hey, British, how are you? Kylie, how you doing? How old is Kylie? Okay, Cohen. Um, I've said like 30 times we are going to be on the 16th floor of a hardened building, so we're not taking risks. I'm standing outside between feeder vans, so yeah, right next door to the Civic Center. Immortal. Leanne Michelle, hello to Cincinnati. My wife Michelle is from Cincinnati. She grew up in Anderson, near 8 Mile. She still has family up there. Yeah, Kylie, I do have a cool job. I have no idea about the Golden Nugget. I have no idea. Um, no idea. The casino is a couple miles south of us, and there's another one across the I-10 bridge from here. Okay, so Cohen, yesterday I was looking at the topographic map, and hello Barbados, 8 Papa 6 and Ham Radio's prefix. Yesterday I was looking at the topographic map, and I just like, let's see what's 3 meters above sea level. And oh boy, not much of this town is three meters above sea level, so that's a little over 9 feet. Yeah, Elena, you guys are going to feel quite a bit of effects from this storm, from what I understand. So be ready for it. Thank you, Sandy, for being here from Dallas, and KG5 Papa Charlie uniform. An attitude, I don't know. I'm not involved in the naming of hurricanes, but from my experience, I would think, you know, if there's a whole lot of damage and loss of life, that's usually why they will do that. Ross, I'm going to go upstairs in a little bit and actually get some sleep. My colleague and I both work. He works for another news organization, and we're going to get some sleep for a couple hours. And then once it starts getting loud, no, I'm actually in an office building. Yeah, Cohen, I've got 7 days of food, and I got enough food stored around my belly to last me another couple months. And I've got a way to purify water. So, and I need to get a link to it. I use a Berkey filter. I use the Berkey Sport bottle, and it will turn stuff into, bad stuff into water. Thank you, Ross. Yeah, Berkey is life. Yeah, Megan, American, I'm actually here for work. I am in Lake Charles, Albert. I don't know if you're talking about me or somebody else. Yeah, Sloas, everybody take a look at the APRS map. It's pretty cool. And yeah, 30-foot surge is going to be bad. My truck is parked on the inside of the parking garage. From what I saw on my GPS, it's 53 feet above sea level. And we're about 170 feet above sea level where we are. Jesse, I don't know. It's when things start to get bad. I don't want to get burned out, because the next few days, even if I'm not live streaming, I'll be working with relief work. So Hey, Chris. I don't know. Somebody just did a super chat, but there is a link for a GoFundMe to help cover the cost of these to help cover the cost of doing these live streams. It's in the link, so anybody that wants to help out, I appreciate it. You don't have to, but if you want to, it helps out covering the cost. It's costs a couple grand to come out here and do these things, and takes time away from my wife and kids. And yeah, Paula, I am right across the from the lake there. Yeah, Kevis, I don't remember. Hey, Jesse, somebody did it. I don't have I don't have a remember what the email is for that PayPal link. If you still have it, it's still the same one. Okay, yes. If I were to stand right here in where I'm standing, I would probably not be alive in about 12 hours. But I will be in the building that's behind me, and I'll be up on the 16th floor on the north side of the building, which will be away from the brunt of the winds, which are in the northeast quadrant. And if we have any issues with windows breaking or stuff like that, we will. Jack, it's not raining yet. We will get into interior spaces. So, Olga, no, I will not be streaming the whole time. Once it starts to get bad, I will go live and try to stay live the whole time. But it'll just burn up data and time. Olga, worst one I was in as far as winds would probably have to be Andrew that I experienced. But the worst one for damage was Michael by far. Paula, do I know you? From West Virginia? I know a Paula Webb in Matewan. Jack, I've been over a couple hundred landfalling tropical systems since 1992. I could go back and figure them out. I think it's getting close to like 250. So, Milk. Back when I worked for the Weather Channel, I didn't actually work for them. I was a freelancer. I did a lot of just getting rain and stuff like that. And then during bad weather, I would go out and do live shots with them, or go out and be on their live crew and go out and get B-roll for them. I did a lot of winter storm coverage, which I really hate because I don't like cold weather at all. So I was the number one freelancer there for quite a few years, and would go out with them on almost everything. I even did some of their football, well, a lot of their football forecasts, live shots during football season. One really cool thing one time is Jim Cantore and I were there at the Titans Stadium, and they were playing the Steelers, and one of the Titans coaches was a real fan of Jim's, and they let us sit on their bench on the 50-yard line for the whole game. That was so cool. That was the experience, to sit on the bench with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, it was the Pittsburgh Steelers, not the Titans, sorry. The Steelers coach was a fan of Jim's. There's that tree again. Hello, Johnny from Kansas. Ross, I am from all over the world, my friend. I was born up in Rhode Island, only lived there a couple weeks. My dad was in the Navy, and lived all over the world. I've lived in the Caribbean. I was in Africa for a while. Thank you for praying. We can always take the prayers and need them. I was in Africa for a while, Didn't get any Cajun food on this trip. I was in New Orleans the other day and really bummed because nothing was open. Nothing was open. I ended up having to go to Walmart. Genesis, the I believe is about 90 miles to the south of us right now. And I don't know if you guys can see those clouds. They're hard to see. Yeah, Donica, I can't get out. I've got to be here to work, but we will be safe. Drac, like I said, probably about 90 miles from the center, and we'll be riding it out upstairs. I have been told by the people here, hey, Ricardo, thanks for being here. Ricardo works on airplanes out at the Orlando airport. He keeps them safe to fly, keeps the avionics going. Hey, Ricardo, can you get a hold of Michelle on Facebook, or if you know her phone number, let her know I'm on. She's given me text messages, but I don't think she knows I'm live. Anyway, the elevators are supposed to be hardened, and the generator is way up high. Thank you, Ricardo. The generator's way up high, and if we lose power, the elevators are supposed to be powered by the generators. We'll see. We've got a search and rescue team coming in late tonight or tomorrow, and I told them that their first, if we lose power, their first rescue will be to come get me and my buddy out of the 16th floor and carry our hundreds of pounds of gear back down to the truck for us. So, hey, VE3. Winds right here right now are about 20-25 miles per hour. I'll just be quiet and let you hear it. Thank you, Ann. So anyway, it looks like people aren't getting notifications. I don't know why. That's not good. We expect things to start really cranking up here in about 3 or 4 hours. So I will end this live stream fairly soon and go upstairs, get some sleep, and then when it starts to make noise and sound ominous, I'll get back on. But do subscribe to the channel. There is a little button that looks like a bell. Hit the bell button and you should get notified. Illusion, thank you for being here. I am right next to the Civic Center. It's the Capital One building is where I am. Laura is now a Cat 5 hurricane. Where'd you get that information, Noodles? Is that from the Hurricane Center? James in New Zealand, thank you for being here with us. Hello, Yimmy. Again, I'll just shine some lights here. The tree blowing is about, JC, no, I will not. I will be upstairs. I will be upstairs on the 16th floor. If the power goes out, our building should continue to have power. We've got really robust internet upstairs. It's got really not in focus. There we go. Okay, so now maybe I'll see everybody's information. James, yeah, we're going to be as safe as we can. And like I said, we'll be upstairs, hunkering down in the building. And any hardened there. Let's go over. No, it doesn't look like the locals evacuated. I am surprised. There seem to be a lot of people here. I drove through some neighborhoods earlier today, and the neighborhoods looked like people were still living there. The Category 5 hurricane is a hurricane that has winds that are sustained for 1 minute of at least 156 miles per hour. Hey Brian, yeah, I saw Reed taping something to a tree earlier. Hey Michelle, I think Ricardo got a hold of you. Last I saw from the Hurricane Center was sustained winds of 150 miles per hour. Yeah, Steve, you're right. People who don't need to be here for a purpose don't need to be here. I have seen very substantial houses leveled. No, Rodden, I actually put up a 40-meter antenna on the 22nd floor in a vacant space, and I couldn't get it to resonate. Too much metal up there. So I will not be on the Hurricane Watch Net. I will give my reports over email to Julio at the Hurricane Center. Scotty, that's something you need to find out from your local officials. I don't know if you're safe there or not. I can't make that determination. It depends on the hotel. There's a hotel across the street over here. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like tomorrow. Quality in. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. When we look out of our space upstairs, we're looking down on this. This is to the northeast. And then back this way is to the northwest, and over there is the I-10 bridge and the lake. So as soon as it starts to get bad, and even though you won't be able to see much, when we start to be able to hear things, that's when I will get... No, it's another day at work. I'm not scared. As soon as we start to be able to hear things in the building, that's what's really eerie, is the sound of the wind howling through the elevator shafts. That's crazy. We are going to be in a building, I don't read kanji, so I'm sorry you don't know your name, but we'll be in a building about 150, 160 feet up in the air. Hannah, Lake Charles is CST, and the hurricane should be here in a few hours. Kylie, take a look at some of the other videos on this YouTube channel. Our daughters, Faith, Hannah, Hope, and Grace, all have their ham radio licenses. They all got licensed really young. Faith Hannah was 10, Hope was 8, and Grace was 8. And they get to talk to people all over the world and have a lot of fun. Yeah, Seabass, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think we were going to be safe. Okay, Ricardo, contingency plan. Whoa, I was going to sit down. I was going to be sitting down in some black goo here on this little wall here, so I'm not going to sit. There's no storm surge yet. There's that black goo I missed out on. That's kind of nasty. So, Ricardo, contingency for tomorrow is to see what happens. I'll be doing needs assessment for the NGO that I'm helping out, and helping find out our roads open. If they're not passable for semi trucks, they'll probably spool up and airlift. So I'll be finding out what needs are, what fields that we have that we can get into. Most of the pilots are flying planes like 172s, Pilatus, Caravans, stuff like that. Jared, the stream should be live. Queenie, it's actually flooding south of here. I got some pictures emailed me to the emailed to me from a guy at the Hurricane Center. No boat. Guy at the Hurricane Center emailed me some pictures from just south of here, and it's getting kind of bad down there already. These winds are constant now at 25 miles per hour. And there have been a couple of tornado warnings that I've seen. Houston maybe not. Galveston maybe get some. Very good, Kylie, sorry. This is Lake Charles. We are in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Not in Texas on this one. We are on the rough side of the storm. We will be in the northeast quadrant, and that's where the worst of it will be. The part of the building where I am is on the leeward side of the building, so that should help. Our worst winds will be from the south. Yeah, I was just getting used to this gas. I bought gas this morning for $1.61 a gallon. Okay, we do not have any political talk on this channel, either from the right or from the left. This is a channel about what's happening here. If you want to talk about political stuff, whether you like Trump or you don't like Trump, or you like Biden or you don't like Biden, or you want the flying spaghetti monster or whatever, we don't talk about it on this channel. This is an apolitical channel. It's not censorship. This is a channel we're talking about what's happening here. I don't know if any have touched down or not. I haven't heard. Starting to get a little bit more wind. I have no idea, but I've heard that. I have got one of their LifePo generators with me, and I've got one of their HF, VHF, UHF go boxes with me that has a LifePo battery in it. I don't think I've ever seen hail in a hurricane. Alicia, that's a good question. That's a question my wife and kids want to know the answer to as well. It depends on how bad it is afterward. Annoyingly, I'm from Florida, so no. Yeah, Ricardo, so you're at work. I think that sounds like you didn't get a slip, so maybe you're still working. That's good to know. It's not too wild yet, Jen. Toby, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not looking at it. I just know that they expect it to come here, and we're hunkering down. Okay, Eric, I'm actually at the Capital One building, And if you go to the description of the video, there is a link for my APRS feed. And yes, I do have shelter. We will be in this building here, a couple hundred feet up in the air. I don't go into the surf and hurricanes. I have shot video of people doing it though. Okay, once the grid goes down, sea bass, we're done. And that's what happened the day after Hurricane Michael. I was not able to do any live streaming after that, and that was a shame. Okay, so we got about 740 people watching. All you guys go and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. When I go back live later, once it starts getting bad, you'll get notified. It'll probably be 2 or 3 hours at least. Compra, when the power goes out, I'll be able to post. It's just when the cell phone towers or the internet goes down. We have backup generators up in the air, and of course, as long as the cell phone towers keep working. And I just got my low battery notification on this phone, so I'm going to have to end it now. And say thank you for watching. I'm going to charge it. For the rest of the time tonight, I'll be live streaming with the GoPro Hero 8. And that should be a better picture than what we're getting here. You know, I'll just stay here for a little bit until the phone dies. So if it dies or if I go away, that's what happened. Because it is kind of cool standing out here. I like being outside. Yeah, I wish the hurricane was not hitting overnight. Hey, one thing to notice, you can't see it from here. There is an electrical substation about 100 yards down there, and I'd imagine that thing, if they don't cut the power off, that thing's going to go nuts. So we should see some cool power flashes, and if I don't get them on the live stream, I'll post them to the YouTube channel. So anyway, thank you everybody. My main job is to get some sleep, churches, get some sleep, and then when it starts getting really bad, I'll get up and do some live streaming, and then afterwards I'll help with needs assessment and helping get the relief workers coming in here if an airlift is needed. I would think we probably, asking what time, give it no later than 4 hours from now. What time is it? 10 o'clock, so that would be 2 in the morning. No, probably 4 in the morning our time. No later than that, 5 in the morning. But as soon as it starts to get bad, I will go live. So hit the notification button. Thanks guys for watching. Subscribe, hit the notification, share it to everybody. So Eric, I am on the bank, but I'm getting ready to go upstairs. You guys sleep tight, and I'll see you in a few hours. Thank you very much. Hey, John, nice to see you in here. 73, everybody.